today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Miami Dolphins taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on their in-state rivals to the south, the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 63 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
You look at this Jaguar defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Looking to pass. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one complete to Christian Kirk. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Achane. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Now, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he's taken down inside the 30. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll get that underneath ETN. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua hit, and the ball is out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick here is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one possession.
end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Fields. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. 3rd and 9 here. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Justin Madubuike gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Fields going to move him around. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This is intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jack. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side with Etienne. Takes it to about the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Tua. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to the ground with Etienne. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Flowers going to go in motion right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the ground, Achane. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A run straight ahead with Achane. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go, our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Achane gets it from the gun. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Miami. This is taken at about the 14. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Tua. Finding room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Throwing Tua. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Tua going to try and go quickly here. Tua to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This is 1st and 10. Now Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Here's Tua. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Tua. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Here now, 2nd and goal. Now Tua. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tua. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Miami, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.